Live show.
Tom, hey. I know she's following me up. Big boss man shit. Gang.
I've been telling me in different hoes. Me and bro, we switching those. Hit her with a pick and roll.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Up there.
And it's your boy Ade.
And welcome back to another episode of Boss Talks. Today, I want to make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys get our subscribers up. Make sure y'all share it to your friends. Keep the conversations going. Because here at Boss Talks, we like to have conversations.
You already know that. We're going to have a good one for you guys today.
Yes,
so
sir.
The topic of hand today is, guys, is self-defense okay?
Self-defense in what manner? What type of
We don't get to the specifics, but in general, what do you think? Do you think self-defense or defending yourself is
Absolutely.
okay?
Defending yourself is a necessity, especially if your life is in danger. I would ask everybody and hope that everybody would defend themselves if they had to. Like, if you,
Hey, some people are pacifists, bro. Some people don't choose violence.
Not if your life is on the line.
Even if their life is on the line. Some people just do not revert to violence at all.
Well, we know what happens to those people if worse comes to worse. God forbid. I hope it never comes to that. But what do you think, Ade?
I think it's an absolute necessity to defend yourself, especially in situations like that you described. In all circumstances, whether it's somebody that's trying to talk badly about you, it's a necessity to defend your name.
Yeah,
you know?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Not only your name, but your mental, your spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
You got to defend everything that you love about yourself, and that's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah.
But what's enough topic, my brother?
Okay. To what extent would you go to defend yourself? Like, how far would you go? Like, worse being offing somebody if you had to. Like, how far would you go?
If my life is on the line, my life is something that I need to continue to keep going, because there's no way that I can continue on and help for my family and provide for my family if I'm not there to sustain for my family. Yeah. That's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah. So my answer would be, if it's between my life and yours, I'm going to pick mine all the time. Especially if I'm not the one trying to target you or disturb your peace or come at you any type of way, violently or whatever the case may be. And you're coming into my space trying to mess up what I got going on in my life, trying to harm me. It's a no-brainer for me. Like, I'm just going to do whatever I got to do in that situation. And I think most states, the law protects that.
That's the truth. Not New York, though.
New York is a different case. You can't go to that extent.
To a reasonable doubt.
But which is, I don't even want to get into the politics and that stuff, but you should be able to defend yourself. Well, what New York is saying is basically that you have to defend yourself, but not to extreme measures. But how can they determine that's an extreme measure if that person is trying to actively try to take your life?
So to them, an extreme measure is using any type of object or item that they deem unnecessary, like a gun.
Well, a gun is illegal in New York.
And a certain type of knives are also illegal. But you can have some knives that, if it's smaller than your hand, it's legal.
But I do feel like it's different from case to case. Like, say somebody comes at you with a gun, right? Mm-hmm. And then you don't have a gun on you. Yeah. And they're trying to shoot you or rob you or whatever, but you disarm them. Like,
you can't use that.
You can't. But what if they're actively still trying to get it back, knowing that there's no safety on it?
You got a pistol with
Nah, bro. Like, no, like the law. Nah, bro. Like, in a court case, I feel like they would have to take that into consideration, especially if you disarm them. You already disarmed the threat, but they're still coming after you after that. You have to, like, you got to use what you got, bro. Like, that's what it is. You got to use what you got. Imagine they had
a second gun, like in their sock. They pulled it out, and now it's like
so. Then now it's both y'all. Whoever gonna shoot first, like whoever got to flock it first, got to flock it first.
You got to be able to prove that in court.
I think that's a pretty beatable case in my estimation. I think that's a beatable case.
That's a hard case to beat.
That's not a hard case to beat.
Because
if somebody comes at you with a gun,
they're gonna say, "Why didn't you run?"
Be like, "You tried to run. The person is faster than you." So, like, come on, bro. Like, there's always a counter to that.
So they're gonna say you try to run backwards, firing at him as he's firing at you.
What if he gets in front of you, or what if he grabs you?
How?
What if you're running, right? And then he chases you, and then he jumps on your back, and now y'all both on the floor. Like, and you still have the gun, and you see him trying to take it away from you.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to fire it, or else he's gonna kill you. New York, literally, like, you're supposed to do that in that type of situation. Like, and then what if he ends up taking the gun, right? And then he actually shoots you. Then you lose your life.
That's true. What would you guys do at home? I want to hear that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
in New York, there's not
New
really
York,
much
it
you
makes
can
it
do.
hard to defend yourself. It does over here, but some other states like Texas, where you're allowed to carry arms over there, they're gonna be a lot more lenient.
Yeah, they stand their ground, but Texas, they be allowing a lot of fuck shit.
Like what?
Especially against people of our color. But we'll get into that later.
That's true. That's a different topic. That's a different topic. Different topic. Is it okay for a man to defend himself against the opposite sex?
Hell yeah. What are we talking about right now? We gotta protect ourselves. Look, if a woman is coming at you with brass knuckles, I don't even care if she don't got a knife. Brass knuckles, that can crush your skull. That breaks bone. No, I'm not letting you just get one off on me. No, I'm taking your chin and I'm going home. You gonna be on the floor. I'm sorry. Look, but that's as far as I'll go. I ain't gonna drop and try to stomp on her head.
That's excessive.
That's excessive.
But hey, y'all women comment down below. Is it okay for you guys are women, obviously. So is it okay for a man to defend himself if a woman is trying to attack him, trying to harm him, or even trying to take his life?
And do you think it's fair? Do you think it's necessary? Do you think that a man should just take the hits?
And do you think it's fair that we even have to ask this question? Like, should it not be a no-brainer?
Like, we can't even ask the opposite for a woman in that scenario, because why would you not want a woman to defend herself?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's already like set in stone that a woman is supposed to defend herself in all types of situations, especially against a man.
Especially especially for the scenario of a man getting hit or domestic violence.
Yeah, those domestic violence cases are very tricky.
A man just has to take it on the chin and on the hop and just shut up. Yeah. And that's a shame. Why?
And then if he says something, he's gonna be looked at as like a weaker person because, like, yo, that's a woman. You're supposed to take those hits. Like, no, I don't want nobody touching my face.
That makes no sense.
I don't want nobody touching my face.
But that goes to show you the society we live in.
Yeah.
Around the people that deem, sorry to say, a man below a woman.
Basically.
But they'll say misogynist, or we live in a hierarchy. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna have that conversation when women are around.
And it's crazy because if say like a man and a woman have the same strength, right?
Yeah.
And then a man hits you and then a woman hits you, like, it's gonna be looked at as completely different, even though you got hit at the same strength, at the same power. Understand?
Yeah. Because the connotation that's behind what we call a man.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
But now if we go into what's been going on nowadays with the LGBTQ community, you can't even, man or woman, you can't even do nothing to them.
Let's not even talk about that right now.
That's another topic for another situation.
Yeah,
But we're going to talk about defending yourself. And I think a man should have the right to protect himself.
I agree.
And I don't care if you're man, woman, or whatever.
I agree. Man, woman, whatever.
I'm going to drop your ass. If you come into my bubble, just expect to fall asleep after the first swing.
Because at that point, it's your life, your safety over theirs.
And now if they have a gun or nothing, I'm running. Hey, don't shoot, please. God forbid.
God forbid. But what are some of these scenarios that we've been circulating around the internet
nowadays?
With like all the self-defense cases. What are some scenarios or some examples of these? So the viewers have an image of
everybody know who K Flock is. Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind about his whole case and what he's going through now.
Yeah,
he had to protect himself. That's his case. He was protecting himself against somebody that, in their case, pump faked and
allegedly.
Hostility.
This is still an ongoing case. Yeah, this is allegedly. We're not saying any of this
happened.
We don't know if what they're saying is true because it's an ongoing case. But what they're saying is that he's defending himself. He was walking with I don't know if that was his sister.
I think he said
somebody who was walking with, and then somebody came running out the barbershop to come after him, to come
with hostility.
Yeah, with hostility. But we didn't know exactly what happened outside the cameras because they only showed a certain part of it.
Yeah, we weren't.
But basically, they just showed somebody getting boomed, basically, and his body went back. So,
and that goes to show you that not every it's basically a game of media.
Yeah.
Of how they will portray whoever is fighting that case.
Mm-hmm.
And the media for most cases, especially for K Flock, is showing him as a deviant or deviant that is just causing havoc, especially because of the music that he's portraying to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So his situation, it's not like they're trusting that, okay, you did it out of self-defense because of your prior history.
Yeah.
They're saying you were
gang related.
To their knowledge, we
Yeah.
don't know nothing. We don't know the facts.
Yeah.
To their knowledge, they're saying he's part of a gang,
Hmm.
having multiple crimes done. So they're already looking for reasons to lock him up.
Yeah.
So that being caught on camera, it was over.
Yeah,
They
that's even worse
they're
for
not
his
going to
situation.
they're
They're not even going to give him the
bail.
benefit of the doubt.
They're not going to give him bail. They don't want.
They're not going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
So,
because he's definitely had other cases. He was definitely incarcerated before that.
So now let's try to put somebody that's a regular citizen in that situation. They may have a chance to have bail. Maybe not, especially if it was caught on camera. Probably not.
Yeah,
but we don't know.
But we're not even going into that though. We just talking about the scenario of like,
was it warranted?
Somebody coming at you. He's putting his hands in his pocket, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what he got in there, but you got yours on you. Was it warranted?
Why you have it though? That's what the state's gonna fight.
Yeah, but let's say this was another state. Take ourselves out of New York, right, for a second. Say it's another state, and y'all both have the right to carry. What you gonna do in that situation? And even if you didn't have the right to carry, and y'all both had it on you, what you doing in that situation? Whether it was legal or illegal, what are you gonna do in that situation?
They're gonna defend themselves, but that's the thing that where we have to bring realization to is they had the right to do it in those other states. In New York, you don't even have the right to own a gun.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's going to be their first cause to fighting you and putting you in jail.
But whether you even had the right to own it or not, y'all both still had it. Yeah. What are you doing in that situation? Whether you know that consequence or not.
That's exactly why they're saying now you have to live with that consequence.
Yeah, obviously we have to live with our choices, but unfortunate situations happen in life.
Of course, it's survival of the fittest. And if you have to put yourself above somebody else, you're gonna live first.
All right, so you're making it towards another question. You're making it towards like jail time or your life. Which one are you choosing? That's basically what you're saying right now.
That's basically what he has to do. Yeah, that's what he has to do.
Which one are you picking in that situation?
God forbid, I never be in that situation. I don't know.
But that's what the topic is about. It's about self-defense. That's what the topic is about.
If I'm in another state and I have the right to it, it's mine. It's my life. My life. I'm choosing.
We live in New York though,
that's the problem.
That's the problem. We in New York.
I'm
you're gonna have to move out of town, bro. You're gonna have to move out of town, bro.
911. I need assistance. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm sorry.
Hey man, you call 911, bro. That might be the last phone call you could. God forbid, but that could be the last phone call ever, bro. That's things you gotta think about.
But that's why I move. That's why I move appropriately in our surroundings, because I know how to maneuver. Like you can't just walk around any block, especially wearing any type of color or any specific type of. You have to know how to move in New York.
Yeah, basically, just make sure that you don't get yourselves in those type of situations at all costs. But in K-Flock situation, that could be a whole other story. Allegedly, it's all alleged information. Case is still pending.
No, what about you? What do you think? Another story that comes to mind.
How about the George Zimmerman and the Trayvon Martin case?
That's a case where self-defense was legalized, not legalized, but warranted, and they let him free. Even though, to my opinion, he has every right and every responsibility to be in jail as the animal he is.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
That's my opinion. That was back when I was in middle school. That happened a very long time ago. Rest in peace.
So do you want to give the viewers some backstory, though, for those who may not know?
Just a quick rundown of what happened. Trayvon Martin was a young black youth teen that went to the store to buy some Skittles in Arizona. But his crime was just being black with a hoodie on.
Yeah, because he looked suspicious.
And Mike Zimmerman at that time was part of his community watch. And he saw Trayvon. He wanted him to stop. Just get to the meat of the subject. They wrestled. Trayvon got onto the floor. Mike Zimmerman said that Trayvon was trying to bash his head on the floor, and he had the right to use self-defense to kill him with the gun he had on him.
Which is crazy.
My thing is, what was his crime to even follow him and put him in that situation? He was black with a hoodie on. But
discrimination. That's discrimination at its finest.
But to Mike Zimmerman's defense, he had self-defense and he used that cause in that other state, which said it was fair use.
Yeah.
So we can't be upset about the one wrongs in one state and the wrongs in another state if what we're looking for is equal opportunity. It's sad to say Trayvon was failed. Trayvon was failed.
The court system,
They
the justice
failed.
system
That's my
failed
opinion.
Trayvon Martin.
That's my opinion. But let us know what you guys think at home too.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you 100%, bro. Like, just because you think that this person is, he's a young kid. He's like he was less than 18 years old.
Yeah, he
when
was
this
less than
happened.
18.
So you're already a grown man. You tell me you're more than twice this kid's age.
Yeah,
You can't defend yourself in that type of
it's
situation.
just ridiculous.
So it's
It's a
like
shame.
there's nothing that you can make me think that a kid that's under 18 years old and you're a grown man yourself that you had to use deadly force to stop him from harming you because you felt threatened by him. But you went after the person first.
All he wanted to do was
Albeit
just
it
go
was your
to the
job or
store.
not, and buy some Skittles. So,
It's a shame.
but hey, what do I know, right?
We just some podcasting. But
Yeah,
besides that, we have a life. And I know you guys got a life back at home. But we come here together to have this conversation. So make sure y'all subscribe. Let's continue with it.
sir. So any other scenario?
Ooh, we're going to take it way, way back. O.J. Simpson's case.
Oh, nah.
O.J. said he wasn't there. We're going to make it brief because I don't know. He got acquitted.
Hmm.
They say he ain't do it. So, said the glove ain't fit.
The glove ain't fit.
That yeah, he talking about. But if you making stories years later saying that I could have did it, nigga, you did it. Nigga, you did it. You ain't slick.
Yeah,
But OJ, you don't have to come over here and have that conversation with us.
yeah.
Stay where you
Yeah,
at.
you
Nigga.
stay where you at. We don't want to
Stay where
talk
you
about
at.
that. You good.
But we can talk about. We can do a quick story time before we end the podcast about a possible scenario where you have to defend yourself. So let's start off with a young youth named Hakeem.
Alright, Hakeem.
And he's chilling with his young baddie. She got a kid, but that's not his problem.
What's her name though?
Lana.
Lana.
Hakeem and Lana.
Hakeem and Lana.
Lana got a kid. It's not Hakeem's though. But Lana.
I already don't like this story. Alright, go ahead.
Lana, she's having problems with her baby daddy. His name is Brad. Brad is from the Heights, let's say. He's from the upper echelon class.
The upper echelon.
Yeah. So, but he's not giving Lana no love, no attention. He's moving on with his life, but he wants to take his son. And since he's in a better class, he has every right. The courts will support it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lana is taking that frustration out on Hakeem. So every time Hakeem tries to come and give her love, she punching on the nigga. She say, "You see, I'm going through my problems. You're not helping monetarily. You're not helping me pay for my lawyers. Why are you even with me?" One night, she got drunk because the court sided with Brad. Gave the son to Brad. Lana don't got her child no more. That also means no income. Because, hey, we're not going to talk about that right now. That child support is another story for another day. But she don't got the support no more, and she don't have a child no more. She come drunk in her house. Brad, he clowned her, whatever. Hakeem, he's trying to bring her in, give her love. Bashed the bottle on his head. Sad to say. It's not funny. It's sad.
Oh.
He don't know what's going on. He just went in for a hug. She just clapped him. Is Hakeem wrong for defending himself from there on?
Is he knocked out though?
No,
he's got the bottle knocked all over his head.
It was just a bottle.
Alright, so is Lana still coming at Hakeem, or did she stop? Did she just pass the bottle one time and that was it?
Sat in the corner to herself. Got
so
another
then,
bottle, started drinking.
As long as the threat is done, she's not physically trying to attack him at that moment, then he can't do nothing else after that.
What do you guys think?
He can't do nothing else after that. He just got hit with the head of the bottle. He's probably out for a couple seconds, got back up, and she's in the corner.
So he's not warranted
it's not
to
an
go
active
back?
threat at that moment. So he has to remove himself from the situation or call 911. That's it. He can't do nothing unless she's actively trying to like pick up something else and try to hit him with it.
Now let's switch roles. And now it's Hakeem. He has a baby mama.
Yeah.
His baby mama's name is Cheryl. She's same situation as Brad.
Yeah, I know. So he hits her.
Yes.
And then he sits in the corner.
Yes.
That's the double standard. Because she will
Lana will have every right to go back and kill him.
Yeah.
And she can defend herself. And she will have the right in the courts to say she was in the right.
Yeah. If he hits her one time and stops, she has every right to.
Now you
That's
guys,
what the justice system is gonna say.
you guys at home, tell us, is that fair? Maybe I chose two extremes. Who knows? But it was extremes to make you guys think.
Me personally, bro, I don't think that's fair.
It's not fair.
I don't think
It's a
that's fair
shame.
at all. Honestly, especially if the same damage was done, that's not fair at all.
It's a shame.
And the course is gonna side the girl every single time, even though they're both wrong in the scenario. Like
They're
that's
both
crazy.
they're
They're both wrong
wrong
in the scenario.
and they're both abusers.
Yeah,
But one has the right to kill and the other has
Has
no
no
right
right.
to defend
Yeah.
themselves after
At
the
all.
said situation.
yeah.
But hey, that's
But
neither here
what they
nor
can
there.
do is call the cops and
Yeah.
hopefully win that case.
Yeah, but that's neither here
Or-
nor there. Because most situations that woman will still get off.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're having to go through some type of therapy.
hmm
The man, you jail. It don't matter if
It
she
don't
kill you
matter
or
what
not.
it is,
You jail.
and they're gonna believe the woman every single time.
And
With
that
the
she,
men, they
and
not
that's
even
the
they
right.
might they might not even take that case seriously.
And it's not wrong that the woman has that right. It's just wrong that I won't even say the man have that right. It's just wrong the standards that we live by. And for us to fix those standards, we have to talk about those standards. And I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Because, you know, that's what we're always going to have at BossTalks. We're going to have some good-ass conversations.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Comment it down below whether the woman is right in that situation or the man is right in that situation,
Hakeem
or vice
Milano,
versa.
who knows?
Vice versa. You let us know. Is
And
it
if
a
you guys-
double standard?
If you guys ain't like the names I use, I'm sorry. That's the first thing that came to mind. If you
Word.
got another name for another story, let us know. We can do more story times.
And comment down below some other double standards you guys want us to talk about too.
Yes.
And then you might see us talk about it. You might not. Let us know.
But before we go, you guys see the Boss Made gear. We still got some
got
more
mine
other
over
Boss
here.
Made merch on the website,
Me.
exclusives. More coming in the fall. Make sure y'all check that out. BossMadeShop.com.
Word. Follow bossmade.ent on Instagram, at BossTalks Podcast on Instagram.
You already know. It's been your boy up there.
It's been Ade.
We'll holla at
BossTalks
y'all.
out of here. Peace.
Lately I've been thinking what's the